Great. And so, yes, I'm officially starting the event for those of you who are for the first time with us. My name is Sasha. I'm in charge of Livagon Tokyo Coding Bootcamps, events and partnerships. Super happy to welcome Taiji and Jack from OutSystems today, delivering a really cool workshop, how to build a shop management app with low code. As you know, Livagon is a coding bootcamp, so actually we teach people how to code, but we know how difficult and how tiresome it might be sometimes to code all your application from scratch. It takes a lot of time. So low-code systems are the great great solution for those who want to save their time and build something quick and at the same time do not lose the quality. And from now on, I'm going to be giving the microphone to Taiji. Taiji, please go ahead, introduce yourself, and yeah, proceed with the workshop.
All right, thank you, Sasha. And thank you for having me today. And Jack, thanks for your supporting. All right, so I'd like to get started. Just let me share my screen. All right. I hope you all can see my screen. Right. Today, I would like to present my hands-on workshop for building the web application with OutSystems, such as it is as a kind of the local development tool. Right. So first of all, I'd like to introduce myself a little bit. My name is Taiji Hagino. I work at OutSystems as a lead community manager. It's a kind of the marketing team belonging, but I have the technical background. Actually, before joining OutSystems this July, before that, I worked at IBM as a developer advocate. So currently, I sometimes have my technical session for my community work. And also, I am lecturer at Tsukuba University. I published my own books for the programming or for the developer relations or something like that. Anyway, if you are interested in me, about me, so please follow me. You can find me on the Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Right. The possible. I think when you register this hands-on workshop at meetup.com, you can find preparing your OutSystems account. It means I already announced. So please get your OutSystems account before this workshop. So if you have not OutSystems account yet, so please register your OutSystems account here. That now I put this URL on the chat. Yes, you can create your OutSystems account here, right? Just for free license, like a freemium account. You can use OutSystems Service Studio. It's a kind of the IDE for making web and mobile application with OutSystems. So we have any license plan, but this is the for kind of a freemium license. This hands-on workshop, you need to use the OutSystems account. So please register your account here that if you have no account yet. Right. Okay. And one more thing, today's presentation slide, I uploaded it on my speaker deck. So also I put the URL on chat. This is the private URL. You can access it, but please don't share the outside of this event, right? Okay. And one more thing important is you need to use some data sheet and just one picture file. You can get them via this URL, but this is just link. So this URL on the speaker deck of mine. And I put the URL on the chat. You can get these 4 files from this Google Drive. All right, please download these files now. Okay, so let's go to next. Yeah, this hands-on workshop, we will make a web application. So we need to use IDE. If you already have the OutSystems account, you can download a development IDE, named Service Studio. That's a little bit wrong. This is shown the development studio, but now we call it the Service Studio. Okay, so I believe that you guys already downloaded it and installed on your computer. Okay, so if you already installed Service Studio, then you can launch Service Studio. Then if you use a Mac and from applications, Service Studio, you can see it. Now, if you use the Windows PC, also the maybe start menu, from start menu, that you launch the Service Studio. All right. This is the context for this hands-on workshop. Let's please imagine this is the shopping web application, like the managing the something, the shop side, and need to manage the shipping company or ordering services or products or something like that, right? This web application is for the store, shopping store, for like the web shopping catalog, product catalog, and managing any companies, the for shipping company and products, ordering or something like that. Okay. And these 2 things are the scenario for this application, the Pro Store application, right? And the need to describe the application design. This application have the total 5 windows. Okay, so like managing customers and managing products, managing shipping companies and orders, right? Okay, these 5 functions. Each function have the basically 2 windows, the list and the details, right? So it's just this application that we will create on this hands-on workshop. All right. Okay, so we can start make web application. Okay, the section 1, the for customer management. But first of all, please launch Service Studio on your PC or on your Mac, right? Let's get to start making web application. Okay, I share my Service Studio. The first, if you launch Service Studio at the first time, you can see this kind of the windows on the Service Studio, and you can see a new application and install from 4G. And now you can see the events on my screen, but this is I created before. So maybe I guess that your screen shown the whole like a tutorial menu or something like that, right? And this time we select new application, right? Click new application. Okay, you can select two pattern application creating. First one is from scratch. Another one is from an app. From an app is like using template. For example, if you select from an app, you can select any templates from this list we prepared, right? But this time we don't use template. We will create application from scratch. Okay, select from scratch and the next. And you can see the three patterns application types: the reactive web app, tablet app, and phone app. Reactive web app is basically the responsive web application, right? So today we use reactive web app menu. Okay, you select reactive web app and the next. And fill in your application basic information. I'll back to my slide. Yes, on the tutorials, we use the My Sample Store, but you can use any names that you want to use. I use this tutorials, My Sample Store. Right? You can state the blank for description, and you can select any colors that you want to use. But today we can use the icon image. Right, just click upload icon button and please access the resources you downloaded from here, right? So you can see the online shopping icon.ping. So please select online shopping icon ping and open. Right, and replace the image on the icon, right? And click create app button. All right, got it. The widget modules start menu under the My Sample Store project. For the OutSystems, the application development, we have the basically the project style, and under the project we have any modules. For this sample application, we have one module, but we can separate modules. We want to use for example, such as separate features and functions or something like that, that we can separate the modules. But in this workshop, in this hands-on workshop, we use just one module. So this is just a suggestion for My Sample Store application. Now we can select any type, the 4 modules, but in this time, we will create reactive web application. So we should select reactive web app and click the create module button. Right. Okay, waiting a few seconds. Right, back to my presentation menu. Now we proceed to create module, right? Got it. This is loaded modules. on Service Studio. For Service Studio, I described about Service Studio a little bit. This is a kind of the IDE. And the left side, you can see any parts, and the center, on the center, we can see the workspace like that. And the right side, we can see the 4 menus, processes and interface, logic and data, right? Today, we use these kind of menus for creating web application, depend steps, right? Okay, so let's start by creating a first table in our data model. Any style development with OutSystems, but basically we use data model, data-driven design for the windows, for data, for functions or something like that. Okay, so first of all, we will create the data table. Okay. All right. Step 1, the access data model section. It means on the Service Studio, from 4 tabs, the right side tab, the named data that we selected. And we can see the data menu as a tree, right? Okay. And next, we add entity. Entity is a kind of data table, like a RDB. So create a new entity. It is the on the tree, the right click on entities and add entity to database, right? I created one entity named entity 1, but I need to change the entity name to customers, right? So renamed customers. Okay, and expand the customers entity, and now just one attribute ID, right? So we need to add these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attributes under the customers entities, right? This is in this time the add manually. Okay. You can add attribute with right-clicking and add entity attribute, or just Control N or Command N is just added, right? After the added and named customer name, right? Okay. Customer name. Right. Next one, the main contact name, right? Third one is country. Fourth line, city. Oops. Next is others line 1. Others line 1. Postal code. And contact email. And the last one is a main phone. Okay, got it. It's just tips, right? Now I add the attributes. I just changed only name, attribute to name, but please check the attribute type. For example, customer name is the data type is text, right? Main contact name, also text. But for example, contact email, the data type is emails. It's email data type was selected automatically from attribute name. Also, for main phone attribute, data type is a phone number. It's also selected automatically to phone number from the main phone, the name of attribute, right? It's very useful, and just background, OutSystems Service Studio or analyze the attribute name to just suggest the correct right data type automatically. It's very useful. Okay, that's all to create a customer's entity. Okay, right. Next page is the let's go to the data model, right? You can see the My Sample Store Data Model menu under the entity diagrams from Data tab. Okay, please double click it, and you can see the another window, the top right corner, the My Sample Store Data Model is shown, right? So you please drag and drop the customer's entity to the workspace, like got it. Now we can see customer's data model like a ER image, right? Okay, got it. We got the customer's entity diagram on the window. Great. Next step, the Bootstrap, the sample data. Now we created customer data model, but we have no data. So was using Bootstrap to import data to this entity from the how to do that is the customer's entity. Right click on the customer's entity and the advanced menu to create action to Bootstrap data from Excel, right? The customer's entity, right click here and advanced, and you can see the create action to Bootstrap data from Excel, right? And you can select the customer's Excel. This file also including the file asset you downloaded. Okay, please open this file. Okay, let's you please click the proceed button. So that's it. All right, so back to the presentation. Okay, we finally did it, creating customer entity table and importing data from Excel. Okay. Okay. So next, now we just created data table and importing data. We have no screen, no window of this application yet. So let's create application window, application screen. Okay. Go to the interface tab and main flow under the UI flows. Okay. Please double click main flow. So we move to the main flow workspace. Right. Yeah. Next, it's very easy to create screens for the web application and mobile application with Service Studio. It means please select from data tab and the customer entity, drag and drop to the main flow workspace. Now creating screen. That's it. Right, you can see the two screens, two windows, customers and customer detail. This is, please double click, first of all, the customers window screen, double click. And you can see the window image, screen image. It is just list view, right? And back to the main flow, the top right corner, main flow, the click. And next, double click customer detail icon. This is the detail view. For updating data or adding new data. It's just detail menu, right? Okay. Right, so now we can see the two screen created automatically by Service Studio. This is also the very useful features of them, of our system Service Studio, like making data model. It will be helpful us automatically to create screens from the data model. Then now we have the data model with any attributes, right? So the Service Studio understand all this data model have these attributes. So list view, maybe these items are needed. For details menus, all of attributes are needed. It's understand automatically by Service Studio. It's very useful. Okay, so it's just created two screens from data model, right? So next, I modified this windows a little bit. Okay. Okay, so please double click the customer's icon and you can see the list view, right? The first of all, one more attribute will be added on this list. Please drag and drop main phone attribute on this list. First of all, please select the data tab and under the customers entities and please select main phone and this drag and drop and any place like that. Okay, it's okay to place the right side of city or left side of countries, or it's okay any places. In this part, the important thing is that you understand to add items from data model attribute easily. Okay, just now we just added main phone items on the list, right? Okay, the next one is the modify the column name. Okay, so customer name to name, right? Main contact name to main contact. And main phone to phone. These three columns that will be modified. And country items, country column, they will be deleted. Okay. So first of all, the country column get the cell selected. Okay. Get the cell selected. Okay. And press the delete key. Just delete it. Now we have the 4 columns: customer name and the main contact name, main phone, and the city. Okay. Next one, modify the column name. The first one is customer name to name. Like that. Okay. Next one, the main contact name is main contact, right? Main contact, right? Okay. Main phone is modified to phone, right? That's it. Okay. It's all right. It's perfect. The first step is finished. We will publish this application, the own Service Studio. When you finished modified all of the columns and country column column is deleted, please click the publish button, the top center, the green button, one publish displayed, right? Please click. This is a publishing process, including the building this application as background. You can see the status on the publish status panel under the ID. I see. Okay, it's finished to publish. You can see the green button, it has been changed to blue color with open in browser messages, right? Okay, so please press the button open in browser. Just after that, the browser will be active to show all this application. And you can see the login window and press the login button. All right, so already we got the web application, therefore a customer list. All right. That's one more important thing is including data, right? And the paging feature is here. The page 3, page 4, it's lots of data that already inserted. And press the Add Customer button. The window will change to new customer menu, customer window, right? You can add any data. Please press the if you press the save button, this record will be added on the list. Or also you can select each record. Please click this name link, and you can see the details of the record. Okay. All right, that's it. And this is for the section 1, the creating the customer's menu. Right, so how is the status for you guys? So can I move to next? Right. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask anything on the chat. Now I cannot see any questions on the chat. So, right, I will move to the next step. Okay, all right, next, the section 2, it's for products and shipping company. Products is just the product item, and the shipping company is the just shipping company. It's just list and details, like the customers, okay? All right, so in the step 1, we create customer data model and insert lots of data from Excel with Bootstrap, right? But for section 2, it's the data model and the data created and inserted from Excel directory. Okay. All right, please back to the Service Studio. And please select Data tab. So not confusing. Please click the main flow top right corner, clicking. Okay, and the data tab clicking. Okay, so in this step, we choose the Excel file to import data and create data model table, right? Okay. Okay, so right click database icon and you please select import new entities from Excel. And you can select which one first? Product catalog. Okay. You can select product catalog Excel and press open button. Please click import button. So we got the product data model and already import data also. Okay, that's it. As the product entity is automatically created. Next one, open the entity diagram like the previous steps. Please double click my sample store data model. There, we can see data model view and drag drop product entity to here, right? And so we can see the two data models on the data model diagram view, right? Okay, so please move to the main flow workspace. So please click the interface tab and please double click main flow icon under the tree UI flows. Okay, and also the please select data tab again and the drag drop product entity here. Now creating screen, the for product menu. All right, got it. The like a customer menu, the for product menu, we got two screens, product list and the product detail. All right, back to the presentation. And okay. Yeah, we can check the this page is the for the publish the application. It's okay to press the publish button, or not if you don't click the publish button now. It's okay. Then after that, we create one more entity and one more screen, right? Okay, now I'll finish the publishing, but not yet open the browser. Okay. Next, the same action for shipping company data, like the product content. And okay, back to the Service Studio and database, right click database, select import new entities from Excel. And the next one, we should select the shipping company's Excel and click open button and click import button. Right, I got the shipping company table. I believe that you all already got the shipping company data model on your data tab and the database tree. Okay, so please double click my sample store data model icon under the entity diagrams to move to the data model diagram view and Yes, please drag drop shipping company entity to this workspace. All right, now we got 3 data model on the data model diagram view. Okay. Okay, so next, now we have the customers, product, and the shipping company. But not yet we don't have the order menus, right? So we need to create order data model. So next step, create order and order lines entity. We will change how to create data model. Previous step, these 2 tables, shipping companies and the products, create data model, data entity from just Excel. In this step, create the entity orders and the order line as manually. Okay. So please right-click database and add entity. The first one is orders, right? Orders, right? Orders entity, they has 3 attributes: customer ID, shipping company ID, and the order date, right? So that like step 1, section 1. So I add the attributes manually. The first one is sorry, I forgot. Customer ID. Customer ID, right? Please check it, customer ID. You can see the arrow on the customer ID icon. It's a kind of a foreign key to customer's table. It's also created automatically from the name customer ID, right? And also the next is the shipping company ID. We will add shipping company ID, right? It's also created the key for shipping company ID because of we have already shipping company entity. So foreign key created automatically from the shipping company table. And the last one is the order date, right? Order date. Yes, this is just order date, just order date on the orders table. So not any key on this column. Okay, that's it for orders. At the same operation for creating the entity order line. Okay, order ID, product ID, and the quantity. Okay, database to add entity, the name, renamed order lines, right? Sorry, order line. And need to add 3 items, order ID. First one is the order ID. It also created the key from orders. And next one is product ID. Product ID. Now it was created, the key from product table. The last one is quantity. That's it. Okay, now we created orders and order line entities. and double click my sample store data model. And drag drop these two entities, orders and order line. So we can see the wired these entities automatically with the foreign key, like that. Right, so customers table and the orders table, they're connected by customer ID. Orders and the order line is connected with order ID, right? Orders and the shipping company, they're connected with shipping company ID, right? Order line and the product connected with the product ID. All of them was created automatically by Service Studio, right? Okay, so that's it to create these two tables. Okay, so create order page. Please select data tab, and so we need to move to main flow. So first of all, please select the interface tab and double click main flow. So we move the main flow view. And after that, select the data tab and please drag and drop first of all orders. Got it. And the order line. All right. So now we can see the two more screens, orders and the order lines, right? So the two screens have the also the list and the detail. Okay. All right. So next, okay, the next step is the please access the order list page. Okay. Now we are on the main flow view. If you don't on the main flow view, please select interface tab and double click main flow menu under the UI flows, right? Okay, so when you are on the main flow view, please double click orders icon and move to order list view, right? Okay, select the first element of the customer column. Okay, the first element customer column, this one, right? And right click the enclosing link widget. Yeah, but now currently the change to the menu name, the not enclosing link to change it to unlink. Okay. So this now we can see the three records, right? As a sample. So please select the first one is the right click. And you can see the unlink menu on the context menu. Please select unlink. So unlinked from the customer menu. Why we did remove the link? Because of the for the next step, we will add the edit menu button on this table. So now that we removed the link from this table, right? Okay. Right, so next step is now we are in the order list screen, click on the header of the order date table column, order date. right? And so click on the add new column right button and add new column or to the right. Okay, so please right click the okay, please add new column right. This operation is a little bit tricky because of the, for example, if you select the order date string, but this is the just text object. So when right click, but not shown the add new column menu on this context menu. So you need select the header cell and right click and add a new column right. All right. Now we got new column, the right of the order date here. Okay. So go to the toolbox search bar. It means toolbox is here, and we will use the icon. You can search a string with icon, and icon menu shown on the searching menu. And please select icon. And drag drop to the new column we added. So after that, open the dialog menu, pick an icon named. So please any icons, but following the tutorials that we use the pencil icon. So we can search with pencil. Okay, this one, right? And select it. Oh, sorry, my mistakes. Here. Sorry, it's just my mistakes, not header. This is a record space that we need to drag and drop. Right, got it. Then we got the pencil icon on the last column, the right side of order date of this list, right? We will use this icon to edit each item on this list. So press action to next step. Right click the new pencil icon. Right click this icon and the link to and main flow order detail. Right? Order detail, right? Yes. Right click on the icon and link to the main flow order detail. Okay. That's we added the link to the order detail from each record of order list instead of the customer column link we removed, right? Okay, got it. And the properties modified is needed. Select still selected pencil icon and the properties menu right bottom corner and order ID value to get orders to .list.current.orders.id. Okay, this one, right? That's okay. Right, it's okay. So that's all to the modified order list view. Please back to the main flow from the top right corner main flow. Next step is detail view will be modified. Open the orders detail page. Orders detail page. Yep. Please double click order detail icon, and order detail page shown now. And let me back to my slide. Okay, right click on the image widget and select the delete option. Image widget is here. It's just a little bit harder to find, but please mouse over and select the image and right click and delete. Now we deleted image widgets from this order detail page. Okay. Okay, so right click the order detail page and choose to the add local variable option, right? So it just tutorials is just say right click the order detail page. It means please right click on the order detail icon under the UI float tree, under the main float tree, from interface tab. It's right click, right? Add the local variable, right? One more describe the from the interface tab, under the UI flows, under the main flow tree at the order details icon, the right click this icon and select add local variable. Okay. Okay, so rename the local variable to order line. Oh, sorry. Order line. Right, so the created order line, under the order line, you can see the ID, order ID, product ID, and the quantity that we created the previous step, right? Okay, so it's after that in the properties tab, set the data type to order line, but I think the already set as default, right? Data type order line, right? Okay, it's okay. If on your environment not selected order line, then please select order line manually by yourself. Okay. Okay, to finish the add local variable step. As the next step, the add from to order detail screen. Okay, please stay the order detail view, right? And one more searching window, and we need to use form object. You can find easily the form object here, and please drag and drop here, right? That's it. And after that, order line object we created now, drag drop it to the form. This is dropping to here. Got it. Okay. Now we can see the form object with order line attribute, order, product, quantity, right? Okay. So next one is the delete order label and the drop-down list. It means first object would be deleted. Okay. So first of all, the order text is delete, label, delete, container, delete. That's all. So now we have just two attributes, product and quantity here, right? It's okay. Okay, let's move to the next step. And next, now we added the new form with order line from order details. And next is the list view will be added under these two forms, like here, right? Okay, so how to do that? So drag a table component, but it is just also the easy to find table object. Start from top on the object window. You can select the table and drag drop to the under these two forms. It's on the materials shown, therefore not most bottom place. This is just under the two forms, right? Okay, so let me drop table object like here, not here, here, right? Now add it a new table object here. Okay. All right, so we now have a table object below these two forms. And but we need more space between these two forms and the table. Now we add it. So set the margin. Yes, please select the table object we added, and please select the styles tab, the bottom right corner, right? And scroll down is the you can see the margin menu. Now the margin is all margin 0 pixels, but top one is changed to 50 pixels, right? So now we got the space between these two forms and the table, right? Okay, that's it. Right, the next is the fetch order line information from database, right? Please select the interface tab and please right click in the order detail right click, right? And we can select the fetch data from database, right? Right click order details and fetch data from database. Now we get aggregate one here, right? It's okay to state the aggregate one as name. Okay, so please select the data tab after that, data tab, right? And order line entity, order line entity, order line entity. Please check your window. Now we are on aggregate one view. If you are another view, if you are on the another view, just so please select the interface tab and please aggregate one select, double click. So you can move to aggregate one view, right? So after that, please select the data tab and the order line. Please drag drop order line entity to here. All right, that's it. Next, create filter. Please click the filter tab. Now we have the no filters, so display the string no filters, right? And please click add filter button and open new window or name the filter condition, right? Please type the order line that order ID equal order ID, right? Order line dot order ID equal order ID. Okay. Please click the close button. Okay. That's it. So please move to interface tab and double click the order detail screen. Order detail screen, right? Could you find order detail screen under the main flow from interface tab? Order detail, double click order detail icon. Yes, we moved to order detail view now. Okay, so please check the scrolling down and get order line. Please find the get order lines by order ID under the order details. Get order line by order ID. Okay. You can find it, right? So please click under the product ID. Please select the product ID under the order line. Please expand the order line and the order ID. Product ID. Right? It's drag and drop to this area, this table. Now you can see the product list under these two forms, right? Okay. You did it. Right, next, drag the quantity attribute to the right side of the order line table. It means you select quantity entity from order line, drag drop to the right side of this table. Sorry. Quantity drag drop to quantity, right? And it's okay. We need to also change the name of this button, save button. This name to add item. Change to add item. Oh, sorry. Modified add items, right? So add item. Okay, that's it. And the next is the right click on the form in the right. Form 2. You also might be having the name form 2 of this form that we created. And the right click and enclose in if. Right. Okay, you did it. Right, so please select the condition. And now we, I guess that all of you guys now selected if we created condition. And please properties tab selected and the condition menu, you can see, right? And expression editor opening. Please select the first one, expression editor menu. So if condition window will be open. Oh. Sorry, just checking the one thing, the expression. No.
I think it got added to the header instead of making a column there for you, Hagino-san.
Oh, got it. Table.
It should show a vertical line. もうちょっと、それまたヘダーですね。もうちょっと下の方でやると。Maybe it'll work better on a little bit more. Maybe because it's the Mac ID, it's a little funny, but that'll be the correct thing. It's just not its own column at the moment.
Let me see. Sorry, just a second. I'll check again.
I think on the Windows version, it works fine, but I've had this trouble getting it to add the column on Mac. So, yeah, but the application will still work. It's just it's in the same column.
Yep, the actual I did it yesterday completely, but today just a little bit strange.
You should get a vertical line. So go down.
I think it's
okay. Because you don't have the data underneath, so when it's like that right now, so it's.
Let's see.
もうちょっと下かな。で、ちょっと右に、like if you go to the far right at the very edge, does it should show a line for you?
It's a little bit tricky.
One thing you can do is you can just add if you add one more column and drag and drop between the columns and just delete the column, it'll work, but it's
right. And you can right. Yeah. Okay.
You need to drag the value down into the. Oops, I guess you need to add the value underneath the header there. So drag it one more time. Take quantity.
Quantity.
Oh, from the data.
From the data.
Or sorry, interface.
Interface, right? Yeah.
And go back to elements.
Yeah.
And then the quantity and drag it underneath the header.
Header.
Below there. もっと下の方にもドラッグアップしないと、今データが、仮のデータ入ってないから2箇所にやらないといけないですね。そうそう、そこ。
Oh, okay. Oh.
So like if you drag in the header, it adds it to the header. If you drag it in the first row, it adds the variable for all of the rows.
All right, thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you for supporting. Okay, so let me back to the last step. Yeah, and now we got changed the name of this button, right? And yeah, after that we are proceeding to create enclosing. And okay, so widget tree and if condition and please select the expression editor. Right. So please type the order ID not equal null identifier. Right. The ID. Okay. And please click the close button. Okay, got it. Right, so right click on the order line table and then the same action for this form. And next, please select the table, or right click and enclose in if. We can see the selected if and condition, right? Condition is expression editor. Order ID no identified. ID identify. Right, close. Right, that's it. Okay, so next step is create logic to add order line to an order. Okay, the first one, assign current order ID to the order line local variable. Second one, create the order line record in the database. Third one is refresh the order lines query to present latest data on the screen. Last one, the display feedback message on screen. Right, so first one is add item button logic. So double click the add item button. Okay, so please double click add item button. So move to this kind of flow menu. Please check the top right corner displayed the save on click, right? It means the action when clicking save item button, right? Okay. Okay. Please select the interface tab and add item on click. So a little bit strange, the string. This is save on click. Okay. Okay, so please select assign menu and drag drop under here, home to condition. Right? Please set the variable of the assign node to order line.order ID. Right? Okay. Let me check. Order line, order ID. The order ID. Okay. Order line order ID. The value is order ID. Now I set. Okay. All right. The next one is the data. Select the data tab, and please drag drop create order line as a server action. This one, right? Create order line. Create order line. Drag drop to under the order line.order ID. Okay. And set the source value to the order line attribute. Source, select order line. Okay, that's it. All right, next one is a refresh data item, refresh data widget. Drag drop to under the create order line. And after that order, select the data source. And you can select get order lines by order ID. Select. Okay, and the last one is a message widget. Message widget is the top right on the widget panel, and drag drop it to under the refresh item, refresh data item, right? And go to property panel, and the message is item added successfully. Please care, it's just a little bit tricky that you need double quotation. And what's that? Item added successfully. All right, okay. Please select type to info, right? Info, success, right? Sorry, please select success. Change from info to success. Okay, that's it. Now I have just one error. Invert property value. Which one? What's that?
That's the order ID that we use set with the assign. So I think we can get rid of that one. So we delete that. Drop down.
Drop down.
So that if you click the drop down and you click the container above it, so that on the where it's red right now.
You know?
Yep, click that. We can delete that because in the no, sorry. This is the I see what.
Label.
No. Sorry, can you click the? Can you go to your order, edit order view real quick?
Order.
Not the screen. In the interface, your order edit.
Okay.
Yeah, order detail.
The detail.
Yep. So double click there. Just show me what's there. Okay, so we've created basically that same screen right there. Mm-hmm. I don't think we need the edit order line. So sorry, can you go back to the previous one now?
Previous one.
So the screen you're just at. Yeah. Sorry, I was looking away for a second. But this screen, we don't really need this screen because we can add the order line in the order.
Mm-hmm.
But here it should get the.
I think it's okay to delete the order item, right?
Should be, yes.
Yeah, I got it. All right, thank you. Publish. Okay, got it. Please open your browser via this button. Okay, so you can see the few more menus on the top of the window. The last time published one is just one menu, customers. But now we created any menus on this application, so we can see the 3 more menus: products, orders, and order lines, like product management, order management, and the order lines. Then you can add the order from this menu, save, right? Order line, add order line. Let's select the item, the quantity, maybe the 10 or unsaved. And just add it to this record. Like this kind of menus, now add it. Okay, so back to the Service Studio. It's already almost that time, 8:30 the GST. So next step is just very quickly the section 3. Okay, so hey Sasha, can I run next step the little bit time overrun, like maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's completely fine. I mean, we don't have a lot of questions, so yeah, definitely. So feel free to go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, got it. Thank you. Right, the last section is section 3, the new web screen. Okay, so please back to the Service Studio and the interface tab and click on the main flow. Main flow double click. Okay, so please add the screen. Okay, and create new web screen from the template. Add screen. You can create empty screen, but now we use the template at the 4-column gallery that you can find the middle of the list, this one, okay? The 4-column gallery, the screen name is the home page. Create screen. But now we can see the 4-column gallery, the please rename homepage. I'm not sure the not change the name, but please rename the this screen name to homepage. All right, this page we created now is the product overview page. So let's modify this page for this web application. Now we are creating. Okay. So first of all, right, the product from the data tab, and under the database product entity we have, right? This one. Okay. Product. And please drag and drop this entity named product to here. It's just changed. But also removed the image area. So now we add the image widget to here. So please search with image and please select image and drag drop to here. Click to, you can see the click to add image message here, right? Like that. And now we don't have the data source for this image. So please access the property panel and image data source, and please select what's it? External, type to external. Type. Now local image is selected, but please change to external URL. And external URL is get product by category list current product to picture. Please select from product list this one. Okay. So we got the images from the object we selected. All right. Okay, so next step is the filter menu will be modified. Okay, so some items will be deleted, and category, secondary list, and utilities separator. From the please double click the category. Wait, let me category title. Widget tree. Category title. Category. That's it. We need just price item for this application. So we will remove the list category list and utilities. It's delete. Yes, now we got only price for filters, right? Okay. And lastly, we need to add the link menu to home page. Home page is this view, right? So to the header. So please select element tab under the interface tab, and the home page drag and drop to the headers. Now add it home pages to the header. All right. Okay. Oh, okay. So need to set the default page from customers to home page. Please right-click home page icon under the main flow tree and select mark as default screen. Oh, I got it. Okay, that's it. Please click the publish button. Okay, got it. So please open your browser via this publishing button. Right, got it. Now you can see the product overview menu as a default page for this application. And it's a little bit interesting that you can filter the on the right panel, filters panel to the other price. Okay, like that. Yeah. So I think it's the what currency, the just number, the 170 206. It's a JPY, US dollars, or something like that. I'm not sure, but I just like a price. Okay. And we finally did it, created the shopping management application with customers management menu, product management menu, orders and order lines management menu, and a product list as a home page. Right, so finished to create this application. So I'd like to back to my presentation slide. All right, thank you for your time, and thank you for joining my hands-on workshop to create a reactive web application with OutSystems Service Studio. Actually, this contents is a part of the Jumpstart hands-on workshop. Jumpstart hands-on workshop is the regular hands-on workshop event provided by OutSystems. As a monthly in currently, twice a month or once a month. Jumpstart, anyway, the Jumpstart is a kind of hands-on workshop. So you can access this URL. So now okay, so let me just a second. Now I put the URL on the chat to access the OutSystems Jumpstart. You can join it nearest to you, the Americas area, Europe area, Middle East and Africa area, or APAC area. If you can select the OutSystems Jumpstart in Japan version, this content will be provided in Japanese. But another one is mainly the English contents, and some cities maybe they provided in local languages. Okay, anyway, congratulations. You already mastered how to use Service Studio to create web applications easily. I hope this hands-on workshop will help you or your work to create any applications. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much, Taiji. Thank you so much, Jaka. There was a really good explanation, very clear, very easy to understand. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time for questions, but so far, I would like people to write down if they have anything, if they have any feedback. I already see someone is writing feedback, questions in the chat, but probably a question from me to Taiji. Aside from the shop, the management applications, what kind of applications, what kind of things we can build using the OutSystems platform?
So if you have any question after the workshop, please contact me by any social media that I introduced on my self-introduction slide, Twitter or Facebook or LinkedIn. It's easy to contact me. Yeah. So just one question. We get the presentation.
So Taiji, I think Sasha's question was like, so what else can we make with OutSystems? So you can do pretty much anything with OutSystems. So in Europe, we have banks doing their mobile banking applications using OutSystems. We have like very interesting customers who like manage like oil tanks all over the world, and they want to keep track with their IoT to see how much of each tank is full and which port, and manage all of that and stuff. We have car companies in Japan who have built optimizers to figure out what order they should load the cars in the larger trucks out of the factory to optimize the space. So pretty much any sort of application you can think of can be built with OutSystems. The kind of caveat there is it's not like if you want to make a 3D game, it's not the right platform to use. You should definitely use Unity or something. But for any sort of consumer or enterprise application, you can do it with OutSystems.
Well, thank you so much. So like, how long does it usually take to build any kind of this application? So for example, today we managed to do it within 1 hour and 30 minutes. And what is like typically, how long does it take to build any other application?
That's a really good question. So it depends on the complexity of the application. So if you're talking about a very complex ERP system or something, you could expect to do it about maybe 2.5 to 3 times faster than normal coding. And then on the other hand, something simple like this today, if it's a very simple system, you can probably do it about 5 times as fast. Just because you're getting a lot more advantage out of this stuff, like dragging and dropping and having it make the list in the edit screen. When I develop programs with just a React app or something, and I have to like make the form and like SQL or whatever to update it and build the service to do it, it takes just a lot of time to do all of that kind of basic stuff. So the easier the application, the more that speeds things up for you.
Go. Got it. Thank you so much. We have a question in the chat. Can we get a presentation slides for reference? I think Taiji shared it in the beginning.
Yeah. Now yeah. I put the URL again on the chat.
Yes, I think that Taiji mentioned that please don't share it aside from the workshop.
They actually, before the hands-on workshop, the same contents I pre-recorded by myself and not published too. But it's just if we get the steps smoothly, it will be taking about 40 minutes, less than 1 hour. But today, just got trouble by myself, and I was get carefully to not fast to process of this workshop. So if you guys create a web application with these tutorials, smoothly, no trouble. I think it takes about around about 40 minutes. I see.
I mean, actually, the troubleshooting process is very important. We often use it for our love coding workshops. It's, people run into different kind of troubles, and this is actually very good to show them how to solve this kind of troubles in real time. So there was amazing learning curve, actually. Thank you so much.
Yeah, very appreciated, Jack.
But I have the same problem.
Support.
Like, I'll practice it before it goes too smooth, and then there'll be like 40 people watching me. Like, oh no, what did I do? And my coworkers have to save me. So yeah, it's very interesting to think about the process to solve that stuff.
It was very helpful for me because it's the first time to present my hands-on workshop at OutSystems.
Amazing, congratulations. Yeah, so definitely we'll let you guys go take your rest. Enjoy your evening. Thank you so much for coming and giving the hands-on workshop. And also thank you everyone for attending the workshop. It was really nice to have you and hope it will be useful. Thank you so much. And with that, I'm going to wrap up this event. Have a great evening for those of you who are based in Japan and Asia. Have a great afternoon for those maybe for joining them from different parts of the world. It was nice having you. And thank you so much, Jack. Thank you so much, Taiji. Keep in touch.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.